Guys have been to Aurora temple, correct? And what did Aryan just say? He said that he has seen idols. One of the idols was looking like a turtle man. And someone else was looking like a fish man, right? And someone else was looking with...
Another one had like an
axe in his hands. Yes, one of them is short, one of them is tall. So if you look at that, look at all those figures, there are 10 of them. And 10 of them are together called Dashavatara. Avatara means another form. Another form. Another form of who?
Animals.
What?
No, Rama.
Gods.
No.
They all have avatar,
Avatars. But avatar means another form.
Yeah.
Another form of who? Who is that?
Rama, Vishnu.
Yes, you are right. So Vishnu. So yes. So we basically have three most important gods in our Hindu culture, or Sanatana Dharma as we call it. One of them is Brahma, and then second one is Vishnu, and the third one is Shiva. So these are the three important gods in Hindu culture. So when we are talking about, so each one of them should have some designated duty, right? What are they for? Yeah.
Like for the world, like no.
No, don't complicate it. What is Brahma? What is his
Brahma,
duty?
he clears out like the So Shiva, for example, if the earth has too much
No, just talk about what is Brahma.
he takes care of like the little stuff.
No, he is a creator.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
He is a creator. He is the one who created everybody and everything. Okay? He is creator. Vishnu is the one who upholds it, who maintains it. He is the maintainer. In very simple terms, I am telling you, he is maintainer. And Shiva is the one who destroys everything. Why should it be destroyed? Like, doesn't it sound evil to everybody? Why?
For like when something dies, another thing will come like alive. As one as like subtraction and reincarnation.
Reincarnation is a different concept altogether. Let's not get there. Shiva is not for reincarnation. So Shiva is someone who takes everything into himself. Like he's the one who engulfs everything into himself, and he will make it possible for new life creation. Something reaches a stage which cannot be revived at all. We destroy things to such an extent where revival is not possible. Right? When revival is not possible, what do? You have to destroy it and come from the beginning. So Shiva is the one who is a destroyer, but he doesn't destroy because he is evil. He destroys so that the life can happen again. These are the three main gods. Because Vishnu is the maintainer, whenever there is something really bad happening in the world, he will come, he will emerge, he will take care of the things, he will destroy the bad, and he will maintain the good, and he goes back to his abode. Where does he live? He lives in Shira Samudra, Milky Ocean. Okay? That is where he lives. So time to time, Vishnu comes, he takes care of stuff which is not going according to dharma. He puts back dharma, he reinstalls, resurrects dharma, and then goes back to his home, which is ocean of milk. That's what happens. Because he keeps coming back to earth over and over, there are 10 avatars of Vishnu that we know of. 10 avatars. The 10th one is yet to come, that is Kalki. We believe that Kalki is going to come for sure at some point, because we the people, we are destroying earth so much, we are destroying everything so much that at a certain point it reaches a point where it is not sustainable anymore. Then who has to come? Vishnu has to come. Vishnu is going to take the form of Kalki and coming back. So there are 10 avatars of Vishnu. I am not really going into each of the avatars of Vishnu, why they came, what they did and all that. Our focus is going to be on one of the avatars of Vishnu, Rama. So just now I said that Vishnu comes back every now and then to take care and to put dharma on the top, right? To maintain dharma. So why did Rama come?
To save the world.
To save the world from who?
Is it from Shiva?
No, Shiva is a god. Yes, Lassi.
Like from all the Rakshasas and
Rakshasas. Who is the major one?
Ravana.
Ravana. Yeah, sorry. I didn't give you a chance. Ravana. To kill Ravana, Rama is taking an avatar. Right? He's a god. Vishnu is a god. Why does he have to take so much of pain to come to earth time and again? Because he's a god, he's a supreme power. Why can't he just do something sitting in the ocean of milk itself? Why does he have to take the pain of taking a birth, growing up, going through the pain? Somebody sends him to forest, somebody asks him to take care of, kill some demons, somebody asks him to do something. Why does he have to go through all the pain? Not just Rama. Every god, wait, let me talk, let me finish. Every avatar comes, goes through pain and then kills them. Is he not powerful enough to just take care of the demon from the ocean of milk itself? Why does he have to come? Any thoughts around it? Yeah. You go.
Maybe it's to like stop it from going or teach a lesson.
Yes. He can teach a lesson from ocean of milk. He can just kill people. He can just think that, okay, I need to kill this guy. This guy has been creating problems. I'll kill him. But he doesn't do that. Yes. You go.
Maybe because he has the power to handle all of them.
He has the power. Why does he have to come to earth? Yes.
So he can live never mind.
Okay. Tell me.
So that, like, what if they might change if you give them a chance? Maybe he wanted to give them a chance, but looks like, and then maybe he thought that they're not taking the chance, so he.
That is not exactly the right answer. Yeah, you tell me. Yeah. Tell me, Diya. Tell me.
Maybe there's some other type of force that's not allowing him to like.
Yes. That is one reason. Because lot of demons, what they do is they take a boon from Shiva, saying that no animal, no human being can kill me. That is one reason. But the most important of all the reasons why Vishnu time and again comes to earth and takes the human form is he wants to teach humans the right way of leading life. He wants to do it by doing it himself. I can preach 100 things, but if I am not following it myself, kids might say, or somebody looking at me might say, oh, it's easy to say. You are sitting in the milk of ocean, you are all happy, you have Lakshmi next to you. You are sleeping on your bed and giving lectures. I can do that. You don't have to tell me. But if he himself comes to earth, leads the life of a human being, goes through the pains, goes through all these hurdles, but still maintains his sanctity and doesn't and abides by all the rules and then takes care of demons, that gives a very good example for the human beings on the earth to and they'll understand how to live their lives. Right? That is the reason why time and again Vishnu comes to earth and does this. Yes.
So does that mean there was like 9 demons for just like 9 avatars to like grow up and?
Yeah, some of the avatars he takes birth as a child and grows up. Some of the avatars he instantaneously shows that avatar and takes care of demons and goes back. But 2 avatars which have like full-fledged life is Rama and Krishna. Okay. Now we are going to talk about Rama. Okay. His birth and so on and so forth. So Rama. Let's talk about Rama and his birth. No, let me write. Okay. So. Dasaratha. Dasaratha is the father of Rama. Okay. First I'll introduce you to the characters and then I'll get into the story. Okay. Dasaratha has 3 wives. Anybody knows? Yeah. You give me one name.
Kunti.
No. You give me one name. You're right. Another name.
Subhitra.
Another name. Tell me.
Kaikeyi.
Yes. Kausalya.
Cow.
It's not cow, it is Kausalya. Let's come in the order, okay? Second wife is
Sumi.
Kaikeyi.
Kaikeyi.
There are multiple versions. Who say Kaikeyi is second wife and who say Sumitra is second wife. That doesn't really matter. I'm going with the version of Kaikeyi is second wife. And Sumitra. Okay? These are his 3 wives. Any questions? Anybody any questions? Not you. Aryan, wait. Tell me.
Is it Sumitra or Sumitra?
Sumitra. Sorry. Any other questions? You guys are missing one important question. You're not asking me one important question. Yes. Huh?
Okay.
No, he doesn't. No, I'm talking. These are not daughters. These are his wives. No. Kaikeyi is not Rama's. I'll come there. Tell me. Exactly. See, I got this question. You tell me.
I don't know what she said.
Oh, you ask your question.
Who's Krishna's?
We're not talking about Krishna. We're talking about Rama. I'll tell you. I'll get there. So she asked a very valid question. How come 3 wives?
Oh yeah, because it was in the olden days where like all men were able to have like more than one wife and like they were.
So you think that women were not allowed to have multiple husbands?
I mean like no.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay. You were wrong. By the way, you were wrong. I'll come to the reason.
Is it because
No, be fast. Be fast. We
is
cannot.
it because he wanted to show he had power or something?
No. That is not the reason. He doesn't want to show power. He is powerful and he doesn't have to prove it by just having multiple wives, multiple women as his wives.
He didn't get a kid or something.
Kind of. Okay. No, enough of it. Let's stop this here. So back in the day, having multiple wives was very normal thing. Because kings and kingdoms, and they had to maintain the progeny, they had to maintain the next generation. Kings used to have multiple wives, and having multiple children was very much necessary so that they could take care of the kingdom. Just in case one kid dies. If it is a normal family, right? If the elder son dies, somebody will take care of, some relative will come and take care of the family. Because the family consists of like few people. But in the context of kingdom, if a king dies, there should be someone powerful enough, strong enough to maintain that. Otherwise, the kingdoms near them, they will come and they'll come and have a war with them, and they will occupy their land. So it is very important for the king to have a strong family structure, strong kids. Ananya, wait, let me finish. Strong kids and everything. And coming to women having multiple husbands, that was also there. There were women who had multiple husbands. Example is Draupadi from Mahabharata. And we'll come, it's a deeper concept, deeper subject, we will come to that later. But it is not unusual. There were other women also in the past who had multiple husbands. And that system is called polyandry, whereas having multiple wives is called polygamy. Okay? That was there. And it was never looked upon. Nobody said anything to Draupadi because she had multiple husbands. That was never the case. We had a very open society where nobody was looked down upon other because they had multiple wives, because they had multiple husbands. But now, today's society is not that anymore. Today, marriage is between 2 people, not multiple people. They are not keeping the marriages crowded these days. Right? Okay, now coming back to the story. Kausalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra are the wives of Dasharatha. So if you remember in the first class when we spoke about Dasharatha, he meeting with Shravana Kumara and all that, right?
Yeah.
At that time, he did not have kids. He was very young and he did not have kids. Now, these three wives and the king, they are not having kids. Like they are trying, they want to have kids, but they are not having kids for whatsoever reasons. So what they do is they do this. You know, time and again we keep doing some puja at home, Satyanarayana Vratam, Rudravishekam, like Swati auntie did. Lot of things we keep doing, right? Like that, they also performed a yaga upon the advice of some of the saints. They performed the yaga, and in the yaga, the king Dasharatha is given something, and the name of the yaga is called Putra Kameshti Yaga. Okay, Putra means progeny, kids. Putra Kameshti Yaga is the name of the yaga, and as a result of that yaga, gods come and give a magic potion kind of a thing to the king, and they direct the king. Okay, O King Dasharatha, you go and give this magic potion to your wives. That is what they say. The king say. The gods say. So what he does is, he divides the magic potion into 2, gives one to Kausalya, gives one to Kaikeyi. Wait a second. gives one to Kaikeyi. But Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra are very good to each other. They are not like jealous people, or they are not like they don't look down upon each other. They are good. So what they do is Kausalya gives half of her portion, and Kaikeyi gives half of her portion to Sumitra. So this two Sumitra gets, Kausalya gets, Kaikeyi gets. K is Kaikeyi, KO is Kausalya. Sumitra gets 2 parts. Okay? Because of this magic potion, the queens have kids. Okay? Yeah. Kausalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra, all of them conceived, and now they will give birth. Yes, tell me.
So like, you know how Rama's wife's husband was Sita?
Rama is a man, and Rama will have a wife and not a husband.
Yeah, I said wife after.
I'm not talking about his marriage yet. I'm talking about how they're yet to be born. They're not even born. You're talking about their marriage. Yes.
So how come the king only gave it to Kausalya and Kaikeyi?
I really don't know the reasons, but that is what I read, and nobody was there to give me, like, I didn't find any reasons anywhere. I searched for why he did that. I couldn't find any reasons, but this is what he did. Yes.
Also another question. Why would they give half of theirs to another?
Because they also want their co-sister to conceive and have kids. They don't want their co-sister to be sad.
Yeah, but why would they give more to her?
They have to distribute in some way, right? They have to distribute it in some way. How do they do it? Okay, it's unfair if Kausalya alone gives. It's unfair if Kaikeyi alone gives. So they have come to a consensus, and they decided, okay, let's do it this way. Any amicable way. Akshay, you had something?
One reason is also because she got the higher portion because there was no math at that time and nobody could eat.
No, math was there at the time. Sorry, all these science, math, everything was there at the time. They knew a lot about all the kind of things that we are learning. Yes.
Since they're gods, they would probably be smarter than us in matter.
Maybe, I don't know. Okay, coming back to the story. Kausalya gives birth to someone called Rama. Okay? Rama is Kausalya and Dasharatha's son. Kaikeyi's son is Bharata. Bharata is Kaikeyi's son. Sumitra has 2 sons. Lakshmana and Shatrugna. Lakshmana and Shatrugna. Okay? Yes.
Does Sumitra have 2
Yes.
parts? So that's why she
That is why she got 2 kids. Sumitra got 2 parts, so she got twins. Kaikeyi got Bharata. Kausalya has Rama.
I thought Rama Lakshmana.
No.
So it depends on how many portions.
Kind of. It is very, very much equivalent to that, right? She got more portions, so she got 2 kids. Right? Okay, now coming back to the story. No more questions for next 5 to 10 minutes, okay? Now these kids are gone. The way and who's telling all this story to us? How did we get to know about this story? Yes. The sage Valmiki. Listen to me, guys, please. The sage Valmiki wrote the entire story for us so that we could read and learn how Rama led his life and how, as human beings, we should be following dharma. So sage Valmiki is a contemporary of Rama, meaning that Valmiki was also living on earth at the same time as Rama. He wrote this story as he was watching the events happening. That is how Valmiki wrote the story. And Valmiki did not write the story because he just thought so one day. He was directed by Narada. There is another saint called Narada who's very much respected, who roams around the world, all the 3 worlds. Mulloka is what we call it. He is the one who comes to Valmiki and he tells him, you need to write the story because world needs to know about Rama. So he picks and chooses Valmiki. He thinks that Valmiki is the right person who can deliver this story as is without any biases. Because these real-time events, when they happen, lot of times we get a feeling that this is very unfair towards a certain person. But person who's telling the story should not have those biases in their mind, right? They should be coming as a clean slate. So Valmiki is the one who can maintain that neutral position and be able to deliver these stories to us. Aryan, please, no distractions. Okay? So this is, it's okay. Close this under. So this is how Valmiki started telling us the story. Okay? The sage Valmiki. So the reason I'm giving you a lot of explanation in this class is, going forward, when I talk about Rama, you will be able to understand how great he is. I don't have to keep repeating how great Rama is over and over. So we need to understand the qualities of Rama. When Rama is born, what was the situation in Ayodhya? Ayodhya is the capital city of the kingdom Kosala, right? Kosala is the kingdom that Dasaratha is ruling. Can you see the similarity between the name Kosala and Kausalya?
Yeah.
Kausalya is the queen of Kosala. These are also queens, but the first queen is Kausalya. Women were given so much of importance that this kingdom is not named of Dasaratha. This is named out of Kausalya, right? Kosala Desa. And the capital of Kosala is, anybody? Ayodhya. Ayodhya. That is Ayodhya. Okay?
Isn't there a kingdom called Kaikeya?
No, Kaikeya kingdom is also there. Yes. Yes.
So we searched it up on Google and it said Kaikeyi and Kausalya become queens of Ayodhya through a combination of marriage prophecy and the influence of others, while Sumitra was the second queen but not the favored queen.
Yes, they say that. They say a lot of different things on the internet because that is the reason I am not asking you to go and read on the internet. Internet has, because biases came in. Valmiki did not have any biases. Valmiki was writing the story from a very neutral standpoint. If you read on the, I'm not discouraging you to read anything from the internet, but when you read from the internet, you should be very vigilant and have this thing in your mind that it may or may not be true. The source of truth is what? Valmiki Ramayana. Okay? I will give your parents a link to Valmiki Ramayana, but it is very difficult to understand because valmikiramayan.net is the website. If you go there, they write each and every Sanskrit sloka, write meaning of each and every word in that. After a certain point, you feel like it's not moving anywhere because the two lines of sloka in Sanskrit will have like a big paragraph of meaning in English. So it's difficult for you guys to go there and read. That is the reason I'm telling you all this. And if you want to read about a particular topic, tell me. I'll give you a very precise version of it. Okay? But as you said, it is very easy for us to think that Raja Dasaratha had some biases between all three of his wives. It's very easy to think so because he gave half of the portion to one wife and half to other. He did not give any to Sumitra, right? It's very normal. But we don't know back then what was the reason for him not to give her. We don't know. But I don't want to think that Dasaratha had any such biases. I am giving a benefit of doubt to the king. He was a nice king. He did not show any biases between his subjects or in his kingdom, people in his kingdom. And I don't think he would be thinking so small that he wants to show differences between his own wives. I don't think so. But let's that thing aside. We cannot get any confirmations or anything on that topic, right? So let's not paint Dasaratha in a bad way in our heads. He's a nice king. He's a good king. Let's leave it there. Okay. So when Rama was born, the entire kingdom of Ayodhya was so delighted that they almost celebrated the day as a festival day. They were so happy to get that the King Dasaratha got a next generation, got a son. They almost treated Rama like their future king. Why did they treat Rama as future king? That is because they treated Dasaratha. They know that Dasaratha is such a great king, able king, and he has been a protector of the entire kingdom Kosala. And the Kosala Desa is what they call. Kosala Desa was flourishing so well that they want this family, Dasaratha's family, to be taking care of the kingdom for the future. That is the reason they were so happy. And when Rama was born, Rama was looking like a Indra Nilamani, is what Valmiki says. What is Indra Nilamani? the brightest of the sapphires. Sapphire is a blue stone, right? Brightest of the sapphires. He had so much of beauty in his face, so much of grace in his eyes. He was almost like people were awestruck when they looked at him. They just don't want to take their eyes off of Rama. That was Rama's. That is how Valmiki described Rama. Rama was very beautiful. He was very pious. It was the minute you look at him, you will forget all your pain. You will forget all your troubles. You're so mesmerized looking at him that you don't even want to think about anything else. You're so awestruck when you look at him. And then when it comes to, and all these gods who are in the heavens, they shower flowers when Rama was born, because they know that world is going to get a new leader in the form of Rama, and dharma samsthapana will happen. What is dharma samsthapana? Putting back dharma into the stage, into the order. That is called dharma samsthapana. So everybody showered flowers onto this little boy Rama. And then we talk more about Lakshmana. Lakshmana is the next most important character. So Rama is the reincarnation of Vishnu, right? Avatar of Vishnu. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if Rama is the avatar of Vishnu, then who is Sita? His wife. Who is she? She is an avatar of Lakshmi Devi.
What?
Lakshmi Devi is Vishnu's wife, right? She is avatar of Vishnu, Lakshmi Devi, Sita Devi. And who is Lakshmana? So if you have seen pictures of Vishnu in the ocean of milk, he would be sleeping on something. What is that thing? Did anybody?
Snake.
Yes, snake. You're right. Name of that snake is Adiseshu. Adiseshu. That is the name of the snake. Lakshmana is the another form of that snake. Is another avatar of snake. Yes. Okay. That is the reason these two are never separated. They are never separable. They are always together. Rama goes to forest, Lakshmana follows him. Rama goes inside, he's there. He's always there with Rama. Yes. Tell me.
Is that why Adipurush is named Adipurush?
No, Adipurush is the very first man. Like, I don't know why they named it as Adipurush, by the way. Mahapurush, I would have named it, because Rama is Mahapurush. Why is he Adipurush? I don't know. Yes.
So, you know how Valmiki wrote the Ramayana? Why don't they include him in it?
He is writing Ramayana. If you are writing a story, why are you not included in the story?
Who is not included on
Yes. Valmiki is not included in it. He doesn't include himself in. He doesn't suddenly start writing, oh, I met with Rama. Rama is like this because he doesn't want to bring in the bias. He doesn't want to give his opinion. He wants to give the truths as is. He doesn't want to be a part of the story. That's not what Valmiki is for. Valmiki is for giving this story to the future generations and telling them how they should lead their life. That is not for Valmiki to become a character in Ramayana and right?
Yeah, but he was still there when Rama.
He was still there. He was a contemporary of Rama. That's what I read. Again, everything is as I read. So if you find other versions, you can bring it to me. We can discuss. And if you are right, then I'll take your version. Okay. Okay. That is about Lakshmana. And how does Lakshmana look? Lakshmana looks like
A normal person.
no normal person, but physical characteristics of the person is what we are discussing, right? Lakshmana looks like wheatish in color. He is wheatish in color. His color complexion is compared to Gomedikam. Gomedikam, do you know? Anybody know Gomedikam?
It's one of the Navratnas.
One of the Navaratnas. It is wheatish in color. He is wheatish in color because Adisesha is wheatish in color. Okay? And I just want to really bust this myth around Rama. Rama being a blue baby. He's never a blue baby. He's not blue. All our movies, except for Adipurush. Adipurush did not make that mistake and I'm happy about it. Every other movie shows Rama as a person with blue dye, head to toe. So we think that he was blue. But he was not blue. In reality, he was very dusky in complexion. And I say dusk. And his color is compared to that of, he is always called as Neela Meghashyama. But you can ask me, Neelam means blue. Why are you saying he is not blue? Neelam in Telugu means blue, but Neelam in Sanskritam means black. dark. So Neela Megha Shyama. Megha, do you know what is Megha?
I know
Cloud.
what it
Cloud. Neela Megha means his color is very much comparable to the color of the cloud when it is ready to rain. Just it is about to rain. What is the color of the cloud? It is kind of, it turns a little blackish, right? Because it is heavy with water. That is the exact color of Rama. That is the description that Valmiki has given for Rama as well as Krishna. Krishna is also of the same description. He also carries the same description. So that is how Rama looks. This is how Lakshmana looks. Both of them grow up to be very strong in terms of physical appearance, in terms of mental abilities also. Yes.
Yeah, why do the movies make Rama dye blue?
Exactly, because they are taking a true translation of it. Because he is called as Neela Meghashyama.
Wait, so that means if we watch the movie in Sanskrit, will he be?
There is no movie that is taken in Sanskrit. Yeah. Yes.
Wait, but there's been multiple god photos of Krishna always being blue.
Yes, that is not appropriate. You cannot depict Krishna or Rama as blue at all. They are dark skinned. They are of. I just told you, right? I just gave you the apt description of their skin tone.
Like the cloud.
Yes, like a dark cloud which is just about to rain.
Like a storm
That is the
cloud?
color.
Storm cloud?
Yes. Okay, so that is how Rama and Lakshmana look. There is a very detailed description of these two people. Bharata, you don't have great description about him, but Bharata is also like very, very pious, very nice man. Again, he is very comparable with his brothers. And Shatrughna is the fourth son. So throughout the story, you will see Rama and Lakshmana always being together. Okay?
And
Bharata and Shatrughna are always together. Okay? At a certain point, after once they become a little older, Bharata and Shatrughna go to Kaikeyi's mother's kingdom. Kaikeyi also came from another kingdom, right? Kaikeya. I don't exactly remember the word. I think it is Kaikeya, but I confirm. So they go and most of their time they spend in the Kaikeyi's mother's place, whereas Rama and Lakshmana spend their time in Ayodhya. Okay, that is how their affinities are like that. Lakshmana and Shatrughna are twin brothers, but Lakshmana is more with Rama, Bharata and Shatrughna are together. So four of them are brought up as sons of their own. Like Kausalya never thought that Bharata or Shatrughna or Lakshmana are not her sons. She always thought and took care of Lakshmana, Shatrughna and Bharata as her own son. And Sumitra, and likewise Kaikeyi. Nobody ever showed any kind of difference or favoritism towards one child and not the other child. They were all good mothers. They were all good children. That much I can say. But everybody, Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra, especially Kaikeyi, loved Rama much more than her own kid. She loved Rama to an extent that it clouded her vision and she could not even see her own child when it comes to Rama. That much of love is what Kaikeyi had for Rama. Everybody has reason to love Rama because Rama is always is noble. Not that other kids are not noble, but there is one child who always stands out from the crowd, right? Rama is that kind of a child. Rama, when there is a very detailed description of a phase of Rama. He was very young at the time he was born, and you will find this in Ramayana is divided into parts. They are called kandas. The first one is Balakanda. I'll talk about different kandas in the next story because I don't want to make it very theoretical. That is why I'm not touching that. So in Balakanda, they talk about how Dasaratha, Kausalya play with Rama. Rama was a little boy, like 3 year or even much younger than that. And they have a detailed description of how Kausalya tries to feed Rama, and Rama is running all around the place. And Rama, even though he is Vishnu, he gives that pleasure to their parents, to his parents, of bringing up a child. Because he is king, he didn't maintain that stature in front of his parents. He knew how to behave in front of his parents. He wanted to give that pleasure of bringing a child to their parents. So he's shown in a very naughtier side of Rama. But as he grows, he becomes so mature, he becomes so composed and balanced. Yeah.
So he like knows that he's like a god, but he acts like a child, or
He-
he just doesn't remember.
He
that he's a god?
subconsciously no, Rama doesn't have that much of subconscious memory, but Rama, when he was born, he takes the form of Vishnu, and Kausalya praises him. Kausalya prays to him and says that please come back to the normal form of lovable child, or lovable form of a child. That is what she prays, and he comes back to child. This thing. He doesn't, as a child, when he was going through that entire phase, he never thought that, he never knew that he was Vishnu. He always thought that he was human being. But before he took birth, before he came to the earth, Vishnu knew all this, right? Vishnu knew what was coming. But on the other hand, when you talk about Krishna, Krishna had that consciousness that he is Vishnu. That is the difference between these two, Rama Avtara and Krishna Avtara. He always had that. He knew where he was coming from and what he was supposed to do. He was very, very conscious man. Rama always thought that I am a human being. That's what he thinks. Yes.
You know how we call like everybody back then gods?
Not everybody. We also call people Rakshasa if they were bad.
Yeah.
Ravanasura was never
like
called as
the
the
good, like the good ones.
No,
Well, not all of them. Like
no, not all of them were gods.
I know, but like what makes them gods?
I don't know. Yeah.
Ravana used to be a good guy. He used to pray to Shiva so much that Shiva gave some of his powers to him, and then he used those powers and to be evil.
Okay, so Ravanasura, we cannot call him good. He was not good.
No, like
Just because he prays Shiva, just because he chose to pray one god, that doesn't make anybody good. His intention behind getting a boon, asking for something, that makes him good or bad. If I'm praying to the god and saying that I want my community to flourish, that makes me a good person. On the other hand, if I do immense penance and a very strong willed penance, and when God comes, if I ask that I should get all the riches of all the people in this community, will that make me a good person just because I prayed the god? No, right? That doesn't. So all these Rakshasas meaning be it Ravanasura, be it Narakasura, be it any Asura means demon, Rakshasa. All these Asuras, they praised, they went to the gods, they got the boons, but for all wrong reasons. They asked wrong things to the gods. Somebody asked, I should be eternal, I should be immortal, make me immortal, nobody should be able to kill me. That kind of boons are not right. Right? They're against the thing of the what do you call it?
Circle of life.
Cycle of life. They are not respecting the cycle of life. So that should not be your ask to the God. That will not make you a good person. That is the reason. So if you have I'll not come to this point now. We'll come later. Okay. Any other questions? That is how all these kids are born. Now their children, they are still in their swings, like probably having milk and sleeping. That is their status as of today. And now they will eventually grow up to be toddlers and 4 to 5 year old kids. So they need to get education, right? All these four of these princes should get educated. There is a Rajaguru. There is one post in every kingdom. They are the guru of the entire this thing, and his name is Vashishta. Vashishta plays a very important role in the lives of all the 4 princes, in their upbringing, in their education, in their life. Yes. What is his name? Vashishta. He is the teacher of all the 4 princes. He is a sage. Yes, he is a sage. Okay. What does he teach them? Any idea? Last year.
Stuff like warfare, archery, and
Fighting.
yeah, fighting
And
like studies.
what do they study?
They could be studying their kingdom's knowledge, like their skills, math, English, reading, all that.
Not English. There is no English.
Sanskrit.
Yeah. Yes, Ananya. Vedas,
Maybe meditation.
all those things. And no side talks, please. Listen to me. If it is boring, tell me. We'll change the subject. One most important thing that they will learn is administration. How do you administer your kingdom? How do you do that? And yeah, let's start. What is the time now? Almost 3:30. You have any questions? Do you want to know more about any of the characters? Yes.
About Vashishta,
Louder.
like, what's the main subject he teaches?
He teaches everything. He teaches a lot of things.
Yeah, but what's the main subject?
There is no main subject. Everything is important. Everything is main. There is no one main subject like we have today. Math is the most important subject. No. Everything is important. Everything is equally important.
The snake that Vishnu sleeps on is important, but how come he will take role as such an important human?
Why not?
I mean,
Why not?
it still feels weird that a snake will take form of a
Yes, they can.
even though it's just
They are all
snake.
gods. They are all gods. They can take form of anything. Yes.
Then does that mean like all the other gods could like take forms of
Yes, they could. They could. But Brahma doesn't take form of anything. Because of the kind of roles. If you remember, at the beginning I said that Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the maintainer, Shiva is the destroyer. Creator need not take any other form. Maintainer needs to take a form. And destroyer also, he comes, he opens his third eye and everything is gone. He doesn't need to take a form, like live the life of a human.
But like, why can't they help with the main thing?
Roles are distributed. Like, not one person cannot do everything. Even though they are gods, be realistic. One person cannot do everything, right?
Yeah,
That is the reason there is a division of things.
But then what are they doing now? Like,
There is still creation. There is still creation, right? Brahma is busy. Okay? And Vishnu he'll come. Vishnu will come, right? You are seeing in the movie already. He's in the movies. He's yet to come. That's it. And Shiva is always there. Shiva is there. Our popular belief is that. I got it. Wait. Popular belief is that Shiva is living in Mount Kailash, and that is the reason nobody is able to climb Mount Kailash. They cannot even set their foot on Mount Kailash. And there is a very popular thing. I don't know if it is real because I have never tried anything myself in my life, so I don't know. But they say that on Mount Kailash, the time is 3 times faster. So if somebody is trying to climb Mount Kailash, they think that they have been climbing for a couple of days, but by the time they come down, a couple of days or 4 days or 1 week, by the time they come down, because they would have spent thrice the time. Their nails would have grown crazily by the time they come down. Their beards have grown. Like they look more aged when they come down than when they were taking that
So really
experience.
someone has tried to go to Kailash?
One of the priests from Tibet, he successfully climbed. He came back. He also shared his experiences.
Did you see Shiva?
I don't know. See, another thing is, they are not like real people. They are powers. They are power. We are giving a physical form to that power because so that we can understand it easily. But in action, there are probably some power, physical energies.
Now since we're in like the present, couldn't we, instead of just like climbing, couldn't we just take like a
No, nothing. No drones can fly over Mount Kailash. They would, because of the magnetic fields and other forces there, they would just collapse. They wouldn't be able to fly. It's a no-fly zone, by the way, guys. None of the aircrafts will go above Mount Kailash. Yeah.
They avoided because the mountains are so high. It's high.
Mountains are high, and moreover, the geography and the magnetic forces. You know, there is something called Bermuda Triangle, right?
Yeah.
Ships don't go close to it. Similarly, Mount Kailash also is a no-fly zone. Nobody will go over it.
So
Loud.
what if one of those drones go
They don't go. They collapse. They cannot go. So that is about today's story. Next story we will talk about how is Vasishta teaching the princess, and what happens when they are, one second, Akshay, I'll talk to you. what happens when they are at their adolescent age, what is it they are doing, what happens to Lakshmana and Lakshmana and Rama, and how do they learn their lessons, etc., etc. We will learn more about it in the next class, and further down the line we will talk about how is Sita, like what is the birth story of Sita. Yes.
So when you said about Bharata and
Shatrugna.
they were in a different kingdom, right? Like the Kaikeyi kingdom.
Kaikeya. No, not now. Once they grow, once they go to an adolescent age, they go to Kaikeya kingdom.
Oh.
Why don't they show Sumitra much?
I really don't know why they don't show Sumitra much.
What is the
I can't answer the question. I can only tell you what Valmiki wrote.
Brahma create like human figures?
He creates everything. Everybody and everything is
He
created.
creates curtains?
No, he created human beings intelligent enough to make things for themselves. That is why when you go and pray God, you should not ask for things. Because he gave you hands, legs, eyes and everything so that you can go and get the things done by yourself. If you go and ask the God again, he'll be like, oh my God, I gave this girl so many things. She's again coming back and asking me instead of getting things done by herself. That is what God will think. So when you go to the temples, don't ask him for anything. Just say thanks to him because he has given you everything for you to go and make things for yourself. Right?
Can't we ask him for our family's
Health you can ask.
Well,
Health
stuff
you can
that
ask.
is not in your control.
But your things that you're not in your control, probably you can ask. But things like, I want to become an engineer, I want to become an astronaut. You don't have to ask God.
You can just study that.
You can just study. You have brains. God has gifted you with brain, with all the five senses, with strength, everything. So don't ask for him. Asking is not fun, right? Going and getting done things by yourself is fun. So that's what we should be doing.